With another video. Today we're going to react to Penguinz0 How to Handle Rejection. Well, I guess we're about to go over a lesson here. Let's get straight into it.
Feels good. It always hurts. And rejection comes in many different shapes and sizes, many different forms of rejection.
Of course.
Maybe you're like me, 5'6", playing a pickup basketball game, driving down an open lane, about to get this easy layup only for it to be swatted last second by a 6'6" freak athlete. And there's nothing you can do about it. It's embarrassing, but it happens. Or maybe you're finally shooting your shot with this romantic interest you've had for a while, only to find out they're not interested and they turn you down. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I won't pull the punches here. It sucks. It feels like shit. But learning how to handle rejection is a necessary part of life. So back to my basketball example. What do I do when my shot gets blocked? Well, I get tears in my eyes and come up with as many excuses as possible, and I try and call a foul if possible. So that way we can run that back. So it's not my fault. It's they played dirty. And what happens when you get rejected by a romantic interest? You move on. At least that's the healthy way of doing it. Let me show you two unhealthy ways of handling rejection. This girl and this guy were communicating under the impression that maybe this leads to a long-term relationship. That's the context going into these text messages, and it starts, "I love it. Oh baby, I'll service you and your car from now on." Straight up Brazzers storyline type shit. And she
Right, ain't nothing wrong with it.
responds, ha 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 ha. Let's go on a date
Long
before I
ass
get
ha-ha.
serviced. I'll be there Saturday, lol. I'm actually staying the night there too. And then there's a lot of like redacted information here, like a CIA document, so I don't exactly know what was being said in between.
It's obviously Charlie. That's simple. You said where do you live? Okay, got it. You said their address. Like that's not that hard.
She says, where do you live? Oh, okay, got it. So far, things seem to be going well enough. They're making plans. She says, do you have plans for when you're here?
Obviously,
he says,
said their
hopefully
address.
just you, but no plans other than that. Just needed a breather from my son. I'm going to book a hotel room tonight when my check hits.
Be kind of dangerous if they didn't cost that out.
Is starting to give off a bit of a weird vibe there. She says, oh, how old is your son? 13. And then he says, maybe you could stay the night. She responds, I don't do that the first night, I'm sorry. And he goes, I don't mean all night, lol. And she's as confused as everyone else would be, so she says, ha 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 ha, what? You said stay the night. I meant like hang out at the room after dinner, maybe cuddle up. I'm a huge fan of cuddles and the best in the world at giving full body massages. I highly doubt that. I'm gonna need some citation for that.
Like, oh no, it seemed like you trying to.
I don't
know,
believe
you pushing the issue.
That's not what I usually do after first dates.
See, you have it, bro. He has it, bro. He's selling right now. You being too creepy.
I just don't think we're on the same page with dating. That's totally okay, just not a match. So she's taking this in stride, she's like, hey, is what it is. And then he keeps going. Exceptions could be made. What? Lol, what do you mean? I mean dinner, hang out, and eat between your legs like a Sunday lunch buffet.
Bro, she already said she didn't want to do that. Like, bro.
After dinner, lol.
You're pressing the issue. He had it. He literally had it, and he just sold it. He literally had it. He didn't have to do anything, but she was just gonna show up. Like, bro, he had it.
Very gently saying no to this guy.
But no. My problem is that he had it. He literally had it.
Approach
this
that
man
a lot
literally
of dudes take
had
with
it,
the
bro.
car salesman type shit. Don't take no for an answer. So he continues to just keep pushing like, no. What if I, the world's best full body masseuse, give you a happy ending, where I eat your pussy like corn on the cob. I'll chew on your clit till it bleeds and I bust. How about then? How about that? How does that sound? I'll even clap your cheeks too, as a little added bonus on top of my service.
Like, bro, exactly. Oh my God. It's just sad to see how he just sold the entire moment. Before, it seemed like they were gonna have a great time, bro. She was okay with the kid, I think. Like, bro, oh my Lord.
When are you coming over? Are you at the door yet? Unsurprisingly, this last-ditch effort didn't work, she says, so you don't know how to listen, cool. Don't make exceptions for men who don't respect my boundaries. Fair enough. She said no, and he continued to be weird about it.
Right.
It's a really fucked mentality to
But he had
not
it.
accept a no and keep
If
pushing.
you would have just kept your mouth shut.
It's just creepy behavior that's never going to amount to anything positive ever. When someone declines something or tells you no to something, you should really accept that, respect that, and just move on. It's not like you're gonna change their mind by being an annoying pest about it. Like, oh wait, what rejection? Wait a minute, you're not thinking this through. What if I clapped your cheeks? You failed to think
That's the
about
part
that.
she didn't want to happen.
So if I clapped your cheeks, now I assume you won't be rejecting me? What do you mean you're calling the police? This one's a masterclass on how to respond to rejection like an unhinged lunatic, so this one's getting extremely angry when getting told no. I don't know what the conversation is here. These two had met on like a dating app and they were talking. He says Mario, so perhaps the question was, who was Luigi trying to save in Luigi's Mansion? I don't know, maybe they were playing a trivia game. She says, okay. She doesn't seem super enthusiastic about that response, so maybe she's not a fan of the Super Mario Brothers. Who knows? But anyway, he says, how was the mall? Get anything good? She says, no, I didn't look. I was just returning something. And then she sends a picture of herself in an outfit. And he goes, oh, that looks really
Why did you have
good.
to make it weird?
Gotta get you some lingerie. Admittedly, I don't exactly know what happened in between the last text we just saw with him flirting and then these. He goes nuclear here.
Wait, oh, they were flirting? Oh, I thought they were still not content. So what happened? Like, how did they get? Okay.
He goes full.
Or is he new
scorched
messages?
earth out of nowhere? So I'm thinking.
Are these new? Yeah, these are new messages. I'm tripping. I'm thinking these are the old messages.
That there's some text messages that were exchanged in between
Never mind,
these
the
two,
guy's
so we're
fine.
just missing an entire chapter of this anime arc that he goes on to reach the villain status. So she says, I don't want to drive to blank for blank, I don't have enough gas. And according to the context she provided, they had apparently had a date scheduled, but she had to cancel last minute because of something school related, and now she was texting him back just to talk today. And there must have been something in between him saying, we gotta get you some lingerie, and this, I
God
just don't
damn!
know.
Wait, because I just looked at it, and bro, I'm reading this, and I'm just like, okay. And then the gas one, the one he said now is gas, LOL. Bro, how did you get so mad from that message to that one? How the hell did you? Oh,
What it could be.
that's
Maybe he
bipolar.
invited her like to another place, and she just said, "No, I don't have gas for that." But anyway, he responds, "Oh, all right, that's cool then. Didn't know all that, lol. You said you had some school stuff the other day. Now is gas, lol. You dirty, fat, sloppy, broke piece of shit. You got no gas, but got gas to go to the mall window shopping, lol. Thanks for making my morning, lol." And she just responds, "Lol." He just
Wait. Is there
You
every
dirty fat.
wait? Is there a lull on every sentence? There's a lull on every single four lulls
Sloppy,
in
broke
every
piece of
sentence
shit.
that he
You
made.
got no
There's only
gas,
two
but got
chats without
gas to go
lull
to
in
the
them.
mall window
Bro,
shopping, lol.
he overuses
Thanks for making
lol.
my morning, lol. And she just responds, lol. He just desperately tried to spam as much hurtful shit as he could think of quickly, like in a League of Legends game when you get mad that your bottom lane's feeding or something. How else are you gonna respond besides?
I feel like okay is a foolproof thing. Like if someone said this to me, I'd just be like okay. 'Cause okay is foolproof.
Just laughing
Signifies
at this
that you don't
pathetic
care.
tantrum. So she hits him with a lol, which only sets him off even further. So he sends her picture back to her in order to keep insulting her. Yeah, this shit is
People are
funny,
saying
lol,
womp womp
fat
now,
ass
though.
bitch. You pushing what, almost 190, 200? I almost find it fascinating how anytime one of these weirdos gets their feelings hurt, they always resort to just like, well, you're fat anyway. You're fat. Like, it always
You wanted them before. Were they still fat when you wanted them?
comes down to that. The second that they get rejected or told no or something's not going swimmingly in their eyes, less than satisfactory, they always default to fatty, that kind of shit, and then just go on this like long
Get your
winded
feelings hurt.
rant about like, actually, I'm the nicest guy the world's ever known. And
That's
I was
obviously
doing
not
you a
true.
favor by showing interest. You're fat at the end of the day. That's the big. I didn't want you anyway. I'm not crying, you're crying. This one's just a little bonus, a cherry on top of the rejection cake. It's not exactly rejection per se, it's kind of adjacent. So this is somebody's ex who just texted her out of the blue. He says, "You dead yet?" That
Goddamn.
4:22 a.m. crack pipe's
Okay.
hitting a little different today, so
It's a
he
weird
gets
message.
bold and brash
That's
and
a weird
says,
one.
"You dead yet?" to her. And he doesn't get a response right away, so then tries to get a little more edgy.
You call
and
it
then
hit?
says, "I'm going to fuck on top of your grave and smear dog shit on your tomb."
What was this breakup like? What happened during this breakup? Like, holy.
I'm stoned. And this does get a response from her. She just says, "Get a hold of yourself." That line from her made me giggle so hard I had to throw this in here. You have this unhinged weirdo texting at 4:20 a.m. asking if you're dead and then saying that he's gonna smear dog shit on your grave while having sex on top of it. There's so many logical inconsistencies with that. A, who's going to agree to have sex at a cemetery on top of a gravestone? That's just guaranteed to get some like demons and spirits haunting you for life.
Right?
And B, why would you bring dog shit with you to have sex? Even if you found a willing participant here, I feel like if you brought a bag of dog poop with you, that's immediately going to ruin the mood and you probably won't be having sex. Like, this just doesn't make any sense. This guy's spitting a bunch of nonsense here, a bunch of mumbo jumbo. And she just immediately calls him out on it, saying, just get a hold of yourself, you weirdo. It's so good. I just had to include that in here. Again, it's not exactly rejection per se. Like, it's not in line.
Right, they were already done.
It's just something that I had to toss in.
Well, y'all, this is a good one. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace out.